You know, today's video is going to seem like one of the easier ones in this subject, but I can assure you it has no less value than the videos we've been talking through here in the past few weeks. You see, error handling and troubleshooting skills are critical, and the faster we can do it, the more value we can provide. Picture it this way. Let's say a website is actually down, and you being able to quickly identify a solution to a problem is going to be a huge asset to your team. As always, let's take a look at our question here for this week, and then we come up with 3 different answers and identify using our analytical skills as well as the knowledge we have about this platform to identify the best answer. Here we go. You are using SecureRenderer to add some scripts to a template file. After writing the following code, we have our secureRenderer your page crashes with this error. What do you need to do to get your script working successfully? Before we look at the answers here, I want to quickly mention that we at SwiftOtter have been doing training just like this since 2018. That's about 5 years now. Actually, we're pushing 6 years, where we have helped almost 10,000 people get certified and really upskill their game with Adobe Commerce. We can help you too at SwiftOtter.com. Let's take a look at these answers here. All right, so we have our first one would be to replace null with our brackets, array brackets to look like this, SecureRenderer. We're going to swap that out. Wrap script with brackets so it is of type array, or you can need to define SecureRenderer in the template. Which one is it? Now, as always, it's good to go over and look at our the code file and see what is going on here. So we have a exact same error as described here. Now, if we go back and look at this tag, we see that it is of type array attributes. Now, this is a simple issue that we can error that we can make ourselves. If this was ultimately set to a nullable array, then we could have passed it in, but it's not. It is set to an array. So ultimately, the solution is as simple as this. All we have to do is drop this in. Now, one thing that would be potentially helpful is to then go back through and look, because this could be an obscure template. It's something that we're not seeing all the time. That's why we ran into this problem on production. But by going through and doing a quick look at the other uses of SecureRenderer renderTag in our project, we might find that there was another time that we made this mistake. So our attention to detail here is absolutely critical. And the other thing to note is this is where a really good static analysis tool set would also be able to help prevent a problem like this from getting out to production. It's the type of thing that we can just throw in our theme file. Perhaps we never test it, whatever. And an error like this can easily get out to production. So with that said, we can see that the correct answer is A, replace null with this. It is a simple static analysis error issue that we're having, but it's easy to miss if we do not put and I forgot to mention this earlier, our type hinting in. If we don't use type hinting, and there's probably in a good number of cases we don't for these predefined Magento values, if we don't put that in, we might not catch an error like this. So it might also be a good thing to be making sure that every time we use SecureRenderer, render, or escaper, or SecureRenderer or escaper, that we actually also put that type hint there in as well. So there is your answer for this week's Knowledge Bite question. Keep up the great work, you rock.